All right, good morning and welcome to another day of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so camped out by the lake last night. Yeah, it was a nice spot. Lisa and Jai were over there, but they have already left. It's 7:45, so they left like about an hour and 15 ago. They are very much early risers and like to get started early. I'm not, but there's a lake at about 26 miles from here that we're gonna camp at, so I'll just meet them there tonight at some point. But I'm about to get my stuff packed up and leave. But yeah, plane is 26 miles and elevation profile doesn't look too bad, so yeah, should be a good day. All right, so I actually just stopped here, but the reason I stopped is because right there they have a bathroom, and so hold on, let me flip the camera around. And so yeah, so that meant I didn't have to dig a cat hole, didn't have to poop in the woods. I could just come here and poop in a toilet. I know this probably sounds disgusting, talking about my bowel movements, but that is kind of a huge part of being out here is you have to poop in the woods. And so any opportunity that any hiker gets to use an actual toilet, we take. So yeah, luckily that was only about 2.5 miles from camp. So by the time I got here, I was ready to go, just to kind of put it that way. But yeah, so it's literally right off trail. There's the highways up here, and it's like 100 yards back to trail. So really easy pull off for a nice bathroom break. All right, so I just finished lunch and ran back into Lisa and Jai, and they were throwing out the idea of going a little further than what we originally planned today. That's fine. They want to push 3.6 miles further to, it's called like the Olali Lake Resort, which is like just kind of an off-grid kind of cabin space. But anyway, it would be my first 30-mile day ever by doing that. But the terrain is really, really easy from here to there, so we should be able to do it no problem. And the reason why we want to do this is because they have a store that closes at 7:30 and we can get a snack and a cold drink. But the problem is we're like 15.5 miles away and it's 2 o'clock and the store closes at 7:30. So we're gonna have to book it. We can make it, but it is going to be a haul to get there. So stay tuned. All right.
Smash or pass, Smokey the Bear?
Yeah.
Smash.
Smash.
Okay, let's go. All right, so we are, let's see, it's 6:17. We're less than 3 miles away. And we are dying to get a cold soda and some snacks. Also heard rumor that there's hot dogs. So yeah, should be a very good night once we get there. But we're cutting it real close with store hours, but we should be able to make it. All right, made it to the store. Got our Cokes and chips, and so yeah, it's a good day off my first 30-mile day, so that was pretty big. And now I'm just standing here with like the most gorgeous view ever of Mount Jefferson. It's in the clouds, but it's still just absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully it clears up either tonight or in the morning, but yeah, I'm glad we made it here. All right, so we just got invited to some amazing trail magic. Some of the guests here in cabin 4 invited us to come for ribs and tacos. So we were all pumped. They were like, all the PCT hikers, like, come get some ribs. So we're headed up to cabin 4 to get ribs and tacos. So definitely glad we pushed it 30 miles today, and very thankful for the people who are treating us so kindly.
Ribs, got tomatoes.
All right, sorry for the glare, but that Trail Magic was an absolute blast. It is 9:45, and we're finally back at our tents. But yeah, that couple were just amazing, and they had really good food. So very thankful for them. There were like 20 hikers there, so we all just hung out. It was just, yeah, one of the best Trail Magics ever.
That was an epic night.
All right. Good morning and welcome to another day of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so last night was a wonderful stay at the Olali Lake Resort. Had a good time hanging out with all the hikers and getting the Trail Magic. Yeah, it was just a lovely time, if you will. So yeah, just really good day yesterday. Did my first 30-mile day ever, so yeah, yesterday was great. Today we are planning on doing 20. Sorry, I'm like kind of going uphill right now. Today the plan is to do 27 to a really nice viewpoint of Mount Jefferson, which will be cool. Yeah, so don't know how this is gonna go, doing a 30 and a 27 back to back, but I'm feeling actually pretty good this morning. Not too sore, not too down, just feeling pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing. So as you can see, I'm walking through a big burn section. I'm pretty sure this was part of a forest fire that happened a couple years ago that completely shut down this part of the trail for like several years. So it finally opened up at the end of last hiking season, and so now we're able to kind of have one continuous path through Oregon without having to skip. So that's really nice. But it just means walking through a lot of dead and burned trees. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get back to climbing and I'll update you guys later.
Is it in East Germany? That
Yeah, it is in
yeah,
East Germany.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
I think so.
yeah, nice.
I like it though. It's
Yeah.
Alright, so finally repping the sun hoodie. I got it in Portland about a week ago, I guess. Anyway, yeah, being in all this exposed part of the trail, instead of having to use sunscreen to protect from sunlight and UV rays, I just decided to go with the sun shirt. I'm actually really surprised by how breathable it is and how cool I'm staying. The reason why I wear a tank top is I get really, really hot when I hike, and so it's nice to just like not have a lot of clothing on. Anyway, so yeah, so sun hoodie is definitely a win. Some other updates. We are moving super slow today. I think I've gone like 5.5 in the last 2 hours. So just like little to no motivation. I mean, this morning I remember I said that I was feeling pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely kind of hitting that 30 miles definitely took a toll yesterday. But so I'm pretty tired. And this 27 mile day today is probably gonna kick my butt. But we're planning on being in town tomorrow, so that's kind of the motivating factor to like push big miles. But by getting to town tomorrow, that'll mean that we went 100 miles in 4 days, which is a long way to go in a kind of short amount of time. So I've never done that before, so that's gonna be I can definitely tell that it's probably gonna wear me out more so than I thought. But we're gonna zero on Saturday. I've got a family friend's cousin, Kim Grove, who I'm staying with in Salem, Oregon. So big shout out to Amy Henson, Dick Bell, and just all the people back home who helped set that up for me. It's Amy Henson's cousin who lives in Salem, and she was kind enough to offer me a place to stay. So thank you to, again, all those who made that happen. Very appreciative. So yeah, it'll just be nice to kind of take a zero, take a shower, do some laundry, because I will have not done that in like probably 8 days by the time I get there. So yeah, it's definitely much needed. My socks are like caked with dirt right now, which is pretty disgusting. Okay, I've kind of been on this rant for about 3 minutes now, so I'm gonna get off and keep hiking. But yeah, that's just kind of the updates. All right, so there's Mount Hood, and I'm not positive, but that hump, sorry, right there where my finger is, I'm pretty sure is Mount Rainier. I wasn't sure we were gonna be able to see it again, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I've been seeing it for the last like 500 miles now. That's pretty wild.
There was also like golden. Hi.
Oh, what do you want? What did you want to say?
I'm filming.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so it's about 4:15. Still probably not 9 miles to camp. These burn zones are awful because the sun just beats down on you all day long. Very thankful for my sun hoodie, but not so thankful for this section. I mean, it's been beautiful in a lot of ways, but it has also been just brutal. A lot of elevation gain lost today. Yeah, I'm pretty spent, but the one good thing is town is tomorrow, and then I don't have to hike again until Sunday. And I'll probably near out on Sunday, so just really like today, the rest of today, and then one more big day tomorrow, and then I can kind of chill for a little bit, which will be nice. But yeah, it's been a tough one. All right, it is 7:21, and we are probably 2.5 miles away from camp. Today has been such a long day, but the last 5 miles, even though they've been all uphill, have actually been really nice. The grade, the trail, made the walking a lot easier. Plus, like, we all kind of caught up with one another, and so we've been, me, John, Lisa have been chatting just about anything and everything. So it made the time go by a lot faster. Yeah, today was just kind of a slow just grind it out kind of day. But yeah, no, Lisa's videoing. But yeah, now we just gotta push the camp up this last little hill, and then we should have really good views of Mount Jefferson, make dinner, go to bed, and then be in town tomorrow. Not sure what that mountain is, but it looks really, really cool. So hopefully we'll get more of a glimpse of it tomorrow. Lisa, what do you think?
It's amazing.
It is. All right, good morning and welcome to another day of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so last night we had the best cowboy camping spot, I think ever. It was just a beautiful view of Mount Jefferson, and we woke up this morning and had coffee, watched the sunrise, just kind of sat around and chilled out until about 8 o'clock, and then we left. But today's a town day, so we're headed into Sisters, Oregon, where we'll stay the night. Then Jai and Lisa are going into Bend tomorrow, and then I'll head into Salem to stay with Kim Grove and her family. So yeah, just kind of looking forward to some much needed R&R after a pretty full-on past couple days in the wilderness. So definitely ready for a shower and laundry. But yeah, okay, I'm headed up a climb, so I'm gonna get off here so I'm not like breathing heavily as I'm walking and talking. So I'll update you when I have something else to say. All right, big deer up in the woods. Yeah, that's a big deer. Real nice. Alright, I just saw a baby fawn somewhere. Maybe it ran off, but there's mom.
But yeah, you don't hear hype around it.
Alright, so we just finished up lunch. We're 7 miles from the highway, where we're gonna try to get a hitch into a town called Sisters, Oregon. We're really excited. We've been hearing really good things about Sisters. So we're gonna go camp at the campground. I think it's like $5. And then I think there's some pretty good like burger shops and ice cream places. So yeah, we're just like craving some normal food after just kind of being in the woods for a little bit. So yeah, we're just excited for town day. Yeah, which is in 7 miles. So yeah, gotta get to hiking. seen this haze on the horizon like all day. And now I'm afraid that it's a forest fire right there. I mean, that looks clear, but I don't know which way the trail goes. So if that's the way I've got to go, I may be screwed. But hopefully, I'm in the clear. Okay, so I said that the forest fire's over there. Sisters are right there. And I think that's the direction I'm supposed to go. Hopefully that's just the smoke from that fire over there. So hopefully they're not going to compete for a trail. Alright, we got a hitch in like 10 seconds, really fast. It was me. Alright, we made it to town. We've got our Cokes. And now we're headed to get something to eat.